Greg, we are leaving the Walt Disney Theater. We're in tour group number 5. And we're heading now onto our excursion with about 100 other people. D&G Explorers in Cozumel, Mexico. Yeah, the Disney Fantasy, the first views of the Disney Fantasy. All right, Greg, we are on our march. We're at the back of the line of about 1,000 people. No, we only got about 100 people. And we are getting ready to get on the ferry boat over to Chichen Itza. Here's the fantasy behind us.
It's awesome. It's backwards.
And it's the truth. It's not a fantasy. It's really behind us.
Wow.
So Greg, they always say that if you're gonna go onto the ferry boat, which what we are,
we're sitting outside.
Sit outside, but also make sure you take some Dramamine because you will get sick. A lot of people will get sick who don't normally get sick. So we're gonna see how bad this is. It looks like this is our ferry boat that we're going to be on, and you'll see how jerky and wavy it is.
Sit up here.
Will they let us out? Can we go out? It's right here. All right, Greg, we are now beginning our 45-minute, let's time it, it's 8:42, 45-minute ferry boat ride to the mainland.
Wow.
Playa del Carmen, I think it might be. I might be wrong. It's Playa de something. But that's what it looks like behind us. So we'll see how smooth this ferry boat is going to be.
There's a carnival shit. Fin thing that goes up, that goes out.
Alright guys, we are on the mainland.
Well, they do have a Senor Frogs right there.
Yeah.
Too bad we can't go to it.
We are in Playa del Carmen.
Look how blue the water is.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
See, like, stuff underneath.
Yeah.
It's all dark shadows.
So we are heading over to our main group area, number 5, trying to find out who else is with us.
They're with us. They're 5. I'm like, well, we're number 5. It's going by pictures. There's no number. There's no 5 on their pictures.
Totem ruins.
Chichen Itza, all the way up, please.
Thank you. Chichen Itza all the way up.
Yes, I heard. Thank you.
Chichen Itza?
Yes.
Yeah. Keep going, please.
Thank you.
Señores, vais a poder
There's a Mexican pigeon.
Oh my god. It's just a pigeon. Are you putting music over all this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh wow, they put flowers. I wonder how long it takes to put fresh flowers up there. Unless they're not real.
I don't think they are. Here's Starbucks.
Starbucks. Wait, do we have time to go get Starbucks, please? Good snorkelings for you.
Wanna cross the street, please?
35. So these steps were from, the pavement was from the 1500s.
How do you know that?
They didn't have cement in the 1500s, but
Yeah.
making it sound very educational.
Mm-hmm. And that gum's been there since the dawn of time.
All right, Greg, what did we get?
A sandwich and a snack bag.
Sandwich and a snap bag. We're going to put them in our bags right now. All right, so we are at the Welcome Center for a lot of the different excursions which are going on right now. Behind us, there's different buses. Now, I don't know if all of them are going to the Chichen Itza, but as you can see, here is Diego. Who are we going with? See how well the signs are marked. Greg is actually getting some bug spray because I didn't really think of it, but it makes sense that there's a lot of mosquitoes out there, and we didn't even think about that. We have a 2-hour drive from here, so already a pretty long travel time. We will be at the Chichen Itza for about an hour and a half, but we are just about ready to board on. This is our travel vehicle right here, and there is Big Explorer coming on down the line, getting us ready to go.
Wait a second.
Welcome to Mexico. This part of Mexico, that is the Yucatan Peninsula, and into this place, to this port that is named Playa del Carmen. Playa del Carmen, Beach of Carmen, that is the name of this city. It's gonna take us approximately 2 hours, 2 hours and 10 minutes, depending on the traffic, in order to get to the archaeological zone of Chichen Itza. Chichen Itza. It is a long ride, but today you're about to visit one of the new 7 wonders of the world. It is a really magical place, and we are going to do our best in order for you to enjoy it. By the way, let me tell you this. This is the way we do this kind of tours. Coming from cruise ships, this is what we got most of the times. Limited time to visit the archaeological zone. In order to visit the whole archaeological site, at least we need 4 hours. That's something that we don't have on any cruise ship, okay? So we're gonna visit today the most important part of Chichen Itza. That is the northern side of the archaeological zone, where the structure that is considered one of the new 7 wonders of the world is. So, in order to optimize the time that we have, this is what we do. I'm gonna give you most of the information over here on board the van. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you 80% of the information, 80% of the background. I'm going to talk about Mexico, Peninsula Yucatan, the archaeological zone, Mayan area. Well, everything that you need to know, I'll tell you over here on board. We got 2 hours to get to know each other. So I'll give you most of the information over here on board the van. So when we get to the archaeological zone, it will be the time for us to walk, to take pictures, and to see details. You will remember the information that I already shared with you over here on board the van. So that's why we use those tablets for. We got many different pictures. I'll show you lots and lots of pictures, and then I'll even give you a guided tour, a virtual guided tour of the archaeological zone over here on the tablets. So remember, my name is Diego, like San Diego in California. Please, a welcome to Diego. Muchas gracias. Go Diego, go. For the ones who have children, you know what I'm talking about. So this is the working team for you today. Whatever you need, please let us know. We are here to help you enjoy this beautiful, hot day. Don't get confused by this kind of chilly morning. When we get to the archaeological zone, when we get to noon, you'll feel the Mayan winter with 95 degrees and 80% humidity. So we begin with this. We have whole North America, Canada, United States of America, and then the United States of Mexico. Now please, go to the number 7, número 7. You can do it like that or like this. This is number 7, in Colombia, Mexico. We got the 6 more important pre-Columbian cultures. What is the cruise ship time? What time you have in your watches? Is it 11:42?
It just switched to 10:42.
Yes, 11:40.
11 to check this out, because what you have right now, like my Mayan Samsung says, it is the local time.
Okay.
The cruise ship time, it's you have 10:42. Yours has already changed to the local time. Okay, be careful, because when you have that mode on, your cell phone recognizes that you are not on each area, and it changes automatically to the local time. So careful with that. We're gonna run the schedule using cruise ship time. That right now it is 11:42. Is that correct?
Okay.
So,
We'll go
señores,
with
11:42.
So just had an hour.
So, careful with your cell phones, because sometimes, now we already checked it, you know that you're 1 hour behind, you have 10:42. But sometimes it changes when you connect to Wi-Fi. There is a restaurant over there with Wi-Fi on, open, and if you connect to that Wi-Fi and then you don't notice that it has already changed, you have 1 hour of problems. So please, everybody, 11:42, using the cruise ship time, 11:42, we should be leaving at 1:05. 5 minutes after 1, it is our departure time.
Oh, wow.
1:10, we must be moving the van. Okay, so please, 1:05 on board the van. I can wait for you those 5 extra minutes. 1:10, we're moving the van. After that, if you are not here, I am going to be waiting for you. Not the van, only me. We're gonna need to take a taxi cab. The taxi cab will charge you to go back to Playa del Carmen, $250, maybe $300. That depends on the taxi driver's mood. Okay, so please be careful with that. Okay? Yeah, all
That's 105 local
you know
time?
about that.
Is that 105 local time or cruise
No,
ship time?
1:05 using cruise ship time.
Okay, so
we run the
12:05.
schedule using cruise ship time.
Okay.
For the ones that have 10:42,
I've got an
so your departure time will be 12:05. If you still have that hour, if you're not going to. So we're gonna be here for an hour and 20 minutes. Okay? So 1 hour. So careful with that, please. If it is possible, I'm gonna try to give you some minutes of free time in order for you to take pictures, make some shopping. That's up to you, and then you come back to the van. But if it is not possible, because sometimes it is crowded, we enter all together like a big Mexican family, and we exit all together like that big Mexican family that I mentioned. Okay, but let me check. If we have not such a crowded place, maybe I can give you some minutes of free time for you to take some pictures, shopping, or whatever, okay? And then you come back to the van by yourself.
All right, Greg, where are we at?
We're at Chichen Itza area, but we're not at Chichen Itza yet.
No, we're at the check-in grounds. We are going to go to the restroom, and then we're going to get started with the tour with Diego. No, thank you.
Inside we have 2 trees. Can you see bougainvillea? Okay, that's not important, okay?
Important one. Predator.
The other one.
A predator, yeah. The mice are aliens, that's why. So next to that bougainvillea tree, we have that tree that has small brown fruits. Can you see it?
Yes.
That is the chico zapote tree. Maybe you know it as the chewing gum tree. The chicle.
Huh, that's the chewing gum tree up there with the little, right there, you can see them. It's the chewing gum tree. So we just went through the gates here. You can still see, after us going through here, they still have a lot of vending machines. We have a audio. You can see here a little audio box, so I'll be able to give you guys some information if you don't hear it from Diego, our tour guide. Now we only have about an hour here, unfortunately, but a lot of that is when you're on a cruise, you don't get a chance to really spend a lot of time here. But we're gonna see the main part of it, which is the Kukan. Oh, I already forgot the name of it, but it basically means the snake. There's a lot of vendors here. A lot of vendors.
You can see old wall over there. Looks like. Yeah. This is holy ground.
So this is the difference between the holy ground and the rest of the territory.
Yep. So watch your mouth, Derek. We're on holy ground.
That's right. These are nice, Greg. Look at these.
They are. Don't get caught up in shopping. You're gonna lose us all.
Well, I'm in earshot, so I'll know where you're at.
Wow, that's nice.
Cheaper than Walmart.
Cheaper than Walmart.
Some of that Walmart.
That's cool. Hola. Okay, this is the main entrance, and this is also the main exit, because there's different entrances that you can come in here. Okay.
What? Oh wow, there's another one there too.
All right, we are coming up into not far walk from the main entrance.
Wow. This awesome. Look, there's a pyramid.
Wow, there it is, guys. There, get some of your camera shots, bud.
It's the pyramid of Chichen Itza.
It's pretty windy, I can already tell, guys, so I apologize about the wind.
You can take your pictures and
All right, you guys, so we're kind of in the main area. You can see more of the temples out here. I'm not sure where we're heading next, but Diego had said that if we were to get some kind of it would take 4 hours to do a full viewing of this. We only have an hour, so unfortunately we don't have much time, but this is our group over here.
Quetzal bird. This is a little image of
from
a quetzal. Yeah. Remember that I mentioned that the people from the upper classes, they used to use these really big headdresses using the feathers of the quetzal. So there's a little image of it right here. And by the way, what I'll show you.
Did it for me too.
Bill. A bill from where?
Oh yeah,
Hear
do
it.
it again.
People from America.
Oh wow.
People from Mexico, pesos, people from
I don't know if you heard that, but when Greg clapped, it echoed off there, and you can hear like a bird sound.
Of Guatemala. And this that you hear, according with acoustic experts, that they came with National Geographic Society, it is 95% similar of how the birds sound.
So there's 9 platforms, and if you notice, there is the snake head here. During certain times of the year, it will project on this little side here the spines of a snake.
91 per 4, 364, plus the platform where we got the main room, 365, the days of the solar year. So that is also a Mayan calendar.
So there's 2 inner pyramids inside this, and that's one of the inner ones too. That's a platform for it. And you can see down over here is where they were building the different inner structures. 1,000 columns, but Diego says if they go all the way down over there, there's quite a bit. There's 997. He said he actually counted them. They were thinking that this was for a market. So Chichen Itza means the mouth of the source of the water. If I remember that right. I could be wrong. It looks like we're getting ready to go to the grounds, the game grounds. All right, so this is the largest ball court area in Mesoamerica. I think maybe in the world. So they use whatever they could use. Feet, ankles, wrists, elbows, whatever they can do to score the point. And you can see the little rings. Greg, what were you saying earlier?
That the winner gets, whoever wins, they cut off the. If you lose, it's better, they said, because if they win, then they cut off the captain's head, which is horrible.
Yeah, although they weren't 100% sure if that's how.
Well, just think, people on this land used to get killed. We're standing on land where people got killed. That's horrible.
On the other side of these, there are steps that the people would come up to watch them from up above. Oh, apparently the only time they could use their hands was the initial throw. After that, they couldn't use their hands. It's amazing. All right, Greg, so we were here for about an hour, maybe a little bit longer than that. Yeah, would you say this is worth it? It was $169.
Well, it's worth it to see at least once. For the amount of time that you get to be here, really. I mean, it has to be up to you if you want to do all the travel time and everything. just to get here for that short amount of time. But it's probably worth it to see it at least once. If
Yeah,
people
this
are into
is
history
one
and
of what they
stuff.
call the new 7 wonders of the world. And because we're on a cruise, we're not going to be able to see that much. But where else can you see this? Can you imagine that, Greg? We are actually
I know. I never
in
thought I'd be anywhere like this.
Chichen Itza. So pretty excited. It's a fun day. I love seeing historical stuff. I've always wanted to see authentic Mayan pyramids. So I'm really happy. I would maybe try a different one. Tulum, I think, is another one that people go out to. So it would be nice to see.
Yeah.
But
pretty
I
fun.
give it a thumbs up. Now we have a long trek back home. So you'll see some of the footage on the way home.
We're
Alright, Greg.
ending our day
But let's recap a little bit
at
just
Chichen Itza.
to kind of know what people can expect. We took we met in the theater. They directed us down to a ferry boat. Once
Took
we
a
went to a ferry
45-minute
boat,
ferry
but I think
ride.
it was just over 30 minutes. So maybe it was because it was on a faster one that it went quicker. But it was about 32 minutes we were in the water. It was very rough. And then once we were there, we weren't really sure where to go. So we just kept walking. And then people were directing us from the Disney. They weren't Disney cast members, but they looked like they were representatives from Mexico. And they just told us, keep walking. So we walked a little bit, maybe 5 minutes. And then we met a person who, his name's Diego, who ended up being our tour guide. And we walked for about another 10 minutes to where the bus station was that you guys saw the video of. And then from there, they gave us a bag which had water, chips, granola bar, apple,
then
and we also
had a
had water,
sandwich.
a small
You
water,
said water.
and
We had
ham
a
and
sandwich.
ham and cheese sandwich, which I think tasted like bologna to me. They recommended that we eat it on the bus because they
Which we
don't
did.
allow food inside the premises here,
Yeah,
which
we
makes
were
sense.
hungry anyway, so
Yeah, so we ate that. Because I used a selfie stick, I had to pay for an additional $5.
because you videoed in
yes.
general, you had to pay $5.
If I didn't, yes. If you had a video camera, if you used a selfie stick on your cell phone, then it was an additional $5. We bought 2 items that you'll see popping up. So the first one was an obsidian pyramid. Obsidian is from lava that has cooled, lava rock. So I wanted that when he was talking about that on the way over here. Show a picture of what we got. So I was happy with that. And then we also wanted a door magnet of Chichen Itza. That was the obsidian pyramid was $25.
The magnet was $5.
Was $5. Now I
it's
don't know if
30
you're
total.
supposed to haggle with the prices. We didn't. The first person who wanted a magnet wanted $10 for the magnet. It was just a simple one, so he said no.
So we have to get to the bus,
Yep.
and then we're gonna be on our way back. Go through the same ferry back and get back to the ship.
Yeah, about another 2-hour drive. This is the front entrance of Chichen Itza. There's marketplace outside here. But overall, a pretty fun day. With Diego talking a lot before the trip, we had a good time, and the 2 hours didn't go that fast. We had an iPad, which was a presentation with pictures that he discussed certain things. So all in all, it was a great time. So we will see you back.
Pretty cool to see the pyramids and ruins. too.
Yeah, you might see a little bit more footage, but other than that, we'll see you back on the ship.
Bye.
Didn't like the tour, please still recommend us because we need to work. You can recommend us with your enemies and we will sacrifice them to the gods.
Oh my God.
Compensate a little bit. And also please come back because we have many other places to show you. We have other archaeological zones. We also have colonial cities, underground rivers, natural parks. Well, we got plenty of other places for you to discover on another occasion. So please come back. What about next week? Can you do it next week? Please? Now, whenever you want to come back, you know that now you have 2 more amigos in Mexico. 2 more friends in Mexico. Alejandro, the driver, and Diego as your tour guide. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity you gave us in order to share part of our culture with you. Has been a pleasure for both of us being at your service today. Muchas gracias. Thank you very much for that. Gracias.
Muchas gracias.
Thank you, señores.
Thank you.
Gracias. And just last comment. I don't want to be unpolite, but something that regards our income. Working in this beautiful industry, the tourism industry, you know, It is our major income. Talking about gratuities or tips. Just letting you know that they are not included, but they are left to your own discretion depending how much you have enjoyed the tour and our services. We know that we must earn that through a good service. But do me a favor, if you want to give something to the driver, Alejandro, please give it directly to him, and that'll be for the driver, Alejandro. He will appreciate very much your cooperation. And if you want to give something to your guy, Diego, thank you very much ahead of time. Please give it directly to me. Do it separated. In that way, you will avoid a second Mexican revolution. No, please do it that way. No, thank you. No, thank you double for your kind generosity. So we're gonna get to the same parking lot, the place where we got on board this transportation this morning. That'll be the place for us to get off. I'm gonna wait for everybody, and I am going to escort you back to the pier. I'll take you back to the pier. When we get close to it, I'll give you ferry tickets. That's the only thing you need to get on board that ferry. Ferry ticket that I'll give you, but when we get close to the pier. Please, no time for shopping, no time for nothing, okay? They're waiting for us back at the pier. When we get close to the pier, I'll give you ferry tickets, and I continue with you all the way to the scale of the ferry, because maybe you're gonna find other ferries they go downtown Cozumel or other cruise ships. Wait until I say this is the ferry for Disney Fantasy. You get on that particular ferry. Okay. So, señores, it was a pleasure. See you next time. Muchas gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you.